Welcome, weary travelers, to the Bastion of Blunderville Stream. There's candy in the corner. You can have a little bit, not too much. 1 bar per person. They are full-sized, but they're all almond joys. We also have a couple Bofa bars. If you're here, you're in luck. Because I have a very special start to today's D&D stream. It's not good. I should start off with it's not good. It's just special. Yes, both Candace and Sokon are playing tonight. Sokon D's nuts. Happy Halloween, you fuck. I don't think I actually censored fuck there. Oh, I did, okay. Bardic tunes to sharpen your blade to. Ladies and gentlemen, squirrels and sorcerers, bards and barbarians, you guys ready for a fantastic stream? Welcome everybody, good to see you. We have a very special treat. today, our wonderful players have all dressed up as their respective characters, which you'll hopefully be able to see in just a second. Thank you, Sung. I am the Vistani Mimir, as you can tell by my Dia de los Muertos suit jacket, which you probably can't actually see, but I'm a Vistani. That's my excuse for my Grim Reaper costume being delayed till November 2nd. So thank you. Thank you, Amazon. But great to see you guys all here. Welcome in. Would you like to see everyone's costumes, guys? Yeah, okay. Hopefully my players are ready. Pulling up notes and everything really quickly. Okay. Players, are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Sure.
I'm only mostly naked still. It's fine.
But hold on.
Just like Ulrich.
What was that last?
Oh, it's fine. It's
I'll
fine.
get out of the bath.
Hold and I were having a moment.
Got it, good.
Canned stuff, you know.
All right, well, let's, without further ado, show everyone you guys' amazing costumes. Never mind.
No.
Oh, okay, I guess that's
Or not.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh,
Almost.
Oh, maybe.
oh.
The anticipation. Hey, which one you didn't get? Hold on. Hey!
Hey.
Hey.
You guys look fantastic!
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Trell, I know you did so much work on that shoulder piece and the
You
armor
can't
and
see
everything, and we can't see it. Can you like scooch up
Here.
and let us? Oh,
Wow.
That looks so good.
looks really good.
It's not the one I was making. I just cheated and got Amazon and painted it.
Oh, okay, well.
I mean, no, I made it from scratch 100%.
Everyone, you guys all look absolutely fantastic. Way to go. Happy Halloween, everybody. We're all dressed up today, each of us with an equal amount of effort. Clearly, I think I best encapsulated the Vistani. You know, you guys don't know what they look like, but
This
my
this
world,
was a
I know
group,
exactly what they look like. I nailed it. Just want you to know.
this was a group DC check, so we helped you out.
Yeah. Well, fantastic. I'm gonna describe a guy like this in this very session that just looks exactly like me. then it works. You guys are great. Show them some love in chat, please, because they did so well. This is so cool that you all fucking went all in, and you even remembered that all of your characters are wearing AirPods or some equivalent to that. Which a lot of people
absolutely.
don't know, except for Belgit, who does he does wear headphones canonically.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are Wobblebit brand headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are just part of my piercings.
Ah,
I had the protective headwear on under them, so it's fine.
My favorite thing here is that everyone in chat saying Mizuno didn't dress up. That's just what he normally looks like.
Mizuno just
All right, let me just say
embodies
this. Let me just say
bears
this.
so well.
It's
Everyone
cold enough.
else-
He's wearing a jacket now.
Everyone else actually had time before session.
No,
I
you
did
look
not have
you look
time
great. You look great.
Between work and this,
We-
to
We know that you
makeup
don't
and
actually wear those clothes.
No, he
joke
does.
is
That's the
just-
thing.
Do we though? Why would he own it?
But everyone's
saying.
makeup jobs looks amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys
everyone's
think this is
makeup
the only
looks
time I'm
great.
ever gonna wear this thing? I may wear it on stream. I may wear it outside my house. I don't know.
There is
Your
a
wife will be like, "No, keep it on."
there is a
I was just gonna say.
there's a bit of an urban legend that when you ever come to the table dressed as your character,
Calm.
that's when you die. it's like an act of you.
Today's gonna be rough.
So you know,
PK.
but
Not even God himself.
Playing this from the start. Like, hey, it'd be cool if you all dressed up as your characters. Like,
PPK today.
I'm not I'm not excited about this. I made something special for today because I know how much
We're excited about it.
I know how much chat likes it. I do want to reiterate, it's special. It's not good. Special, not good. So I won't make you guys do the recap this week. I know you guys always do the recap. I
I
figured,
mean, it is Halloween.
yeah, at least
Yeah.
a special occasion I'll
You
do
can't
the
make the
recap.
players do the recap on Halloween.
But I'm gonna do the recap to everyone's favorite song by Peter Gabriel. May I present Blunderville Hill. You guys will probably have to watch the stream for it for it to make any sense. Heading up to Blunderville, stuck in the wood after a fight. Plants were growing, time stood still. They stayed in Fievel for the night. The people there were strange and new. Snuck out at night, we heard a voice. The villagers were made of goo. Had to kill them, had no choice. Underneath the windmill is a basement. A bandit with one arm and no replacement. His cape trick was cool, cool, cool. Hey, he said, kill this plant and I can get you home to Blunderville. So Jean-Duc sent us on our way to Blunderville without him, but we got there in about a day. Its open gates would soon be shut. We met the Baron of the town, told us all to join a gang. Slept on a bridge, was called Sundown. It'd be 2 years till we could hang. Met back in a shop with a magic mouth. Our exes told us shit was about to go south. Sundown Bridge went boom, boom, boom. Hey, Jean said, find ancient trees, we've gotta get you home. Way back home. Then the Baron's son had died. We left to find a rotted tree, and the Rippers went and cried, mourning their bleeder Mary. Caulfield was all burned and fried. Found text that only Barrett can see. Zombies with their mouths gaped wide, infected half of the party. There's a skull in the Vistani tomb. Put a record in it and it moves. The skull revved up, vroom, vroom, vroom. Hey, it said, show me your flame and I will take you home. Wow, wow, no, no. It's just a minute of instrumentals now. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. A little bit, a little bit too much effort put into that, but
It was
you
great.
say that, but
Loved
look at
it.
us. So
That was
that was
amazing.
great. I love it.
Yeah, that was amazing, but I just have one important question.
mhm.
What if my favorite Peter Gabriel song was Sledgehammer?
Well, luckily,
Yeah.
I planned for this. Hit it!
Chapter 2!
Anyway, so now I'll do a real recap, but there's your, for anyone who wanted to know what's happened, that should sum it up pretty
I
well.
think that covers
I mean, it
everything,
was
yeah?
a pretty good recap.
Yeah, I think.
And as somebody who's seen him live, you did very well.
Thank you. Yeah. I've been told that I'm the Peter Gabriel of the Southwest, so.
It's not just
I-
Peter Gabriel.
By Peter
He's not
Gabriel.
as big down there.
He's dead, right?
No, he's not dead.
He's alive?
Yeah.
I think he's still touring and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw him tour like maybe a couple years
think he
ago. I
was,
think
like,
it was on his
just
retirement
Then
tour,
he
but yeah.
survived the attack.
After hearing that, he might his status might change.
Yeah, he's like, holy shit, that was good.
I hand the reins over. Now
Yeah.
you're Peter Gabriel.
You get to be Peter. It's a title, not a name.
It must
Stevie
always
Jones.
be a Peter
It's like
Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel.
It's like being the Jonathan.
Yeah, the Jonathan. I hope everyone enjoyed it. There's my little Halloween gift to everybody. All right. Let us begin, ladies and gentlemen and other. I mean, that's a good way to. Yeah.
Peter Gabriel's taking back his title now.
Yeah. The fun and festivities over. Time for trauma, everybody.
Yay!
Come for the song, stay for the trauma.
I'm here
Real-
for the trauma.
Real recap time. 1369 DR, which is a date and not a DJ. Our party members here who have yet to come up with a name still. So I'm just gonna call them the Blundervillains. 'Cause I came up with that today and I thought it was neat. And I'm just gonna give you different names until you guys finally come up with a name for yourselves. But our Blundervillains heading on up to the south of High Forest, where a lot of people have been going missing, caravans, villagers, whatnot. Upon investigating, they found themselves trapped within the wood. A strange magic, or perhaps something even greater, had taken hold of the entirety of the south of High Forest, and trapped them and everyone else who was in the wood and who enters the wood. Their first stop was at a town called Fievel, where they found the town was actually infested with a body taker plant that had turned the majority of the town folk into podlings, pod people. Having defeated the body taker plant, they encountered a man named Jean-Duc Dufour. Jean-Duc was leader of a smuggling band called the Levens Dour, and informed them that Blunderville was their best bet for staying alive in the midst of this crisis. Having arrived there, our party members all took a 2-year break as they just survived and thrived in Blunderville. It wasn't until those 2 years were over that they finally heard once again from Jean-Duc, who informed them that thanks to some of Bareth's investigations and the help of some of his friends, they discovered that there were a set of trees, ancient ones, rooted in the ground at the Force inception, that would act as a failsafe, and that their job was to go out and find them. Later that night, Jean-Duc put his plan into action, attempting to kill off the members and leaders of the gangs by blowing up the Sundown Bridge. Our party, thinking it best to get out of town before things got any more hectic, took their first journey up to a town called Caulfeld, where they heard there was a rotted tree, an old rotted tree, perhaps one of the ancient ones that they've been looking for. Coming up to Caulfeld, they found that the entire town had been burned down to prevent a rabid illness from permeating through the rest of the wood. There they found a underground cellar with a book that held a unspeakable name. And later, they found a cemetery where they encountered a banshee who tried to ward them off from a Vistani tomb. Entering the tomb, they found an old Vistani relic known as a Mimir. A Mimir. A Mimir. Sorry. They found a old Vistani relic called a Mimir, which kind of works like a modern day record player, but magical. Inserting a record into the skull will have it start up, and it is able to answer any litany of questions about the plane that you're currently on, as long as it has the information. They were told several times to show the fire of their heart, but in Vistani, which is just Spanish. Unfortunately, only one of them took remedial Spanish in high school, and they had a hard time deciphering what that meant until basically the skull just told them. But we pick up at that point. It is somewhat important to note, for those who don't know, 3 of our players have gotten bitten by these zombies and are starting to show mild signs of irritation, which is probably nothing. So we pick back up as the Mimir, floating above you, slowly descends and goes and enters sleep mode. It ejects the record out of its head. Sorry, my allergies acting up. You having already asked it a litany of questions, and Sylvia, I believe you're the one holding it. So at the moment, you were holding in one hand a Mimir, and in the other hand a strange cylindrical disc made of some sort of malleable material. And we will pick up there.
Runa, what did it say? Because I don't metagame.
It said, I'm sleeping.
Ah, okay.
So
Just
just
going to sleep.
it sleeps?
I mean, a
that's
lot of
what it
things
does when
sleep,
it
don't they?
is sick of answering questions. Yeah.
It's not alive though, right?
I mean, what is truly alive if you really want to discuss it?
Let's do that.
Perhaps in the future, inanimate objects that beings interact with will also go to sleep.
I'm still trying to fathom a cylindrical disc.
How are you not fathoming it? You're holding it in your hand.
It's just a really short cylinder.
You're telling me the Earth is flat?
Well, this this has been enlightening. I guess Jean-Duc is more connected than we imagined.
Maybe a little too connected.
Yeah.
Do you think he just lied to us about the whole story of his dad leaving, or do you think he just doesn't know?
I bet he did. I bet he has been lying to us the whole time.
Because if he was really poor, why would he have the family of this big old mausoleum?
Right? Doesn't add up.
Perhaps the
Imagine
money was
being-
taken from his family somehow.
Imagine being wealthy and like disowning that part of you.
Hmm.
Yeah, wealthy people. Glad we don't know any.
Listen, I left a coin when we went downstairs.
Oh, so a
Willie, there
single
was nothing
coin.
else.
Troll didn't leave anything.
There was nothing else magical in here, correct? No chance of us finding another disc?
I mean, I can't see if it's too far under a rock or anything like that. It can be hard to find, but I don't see anything else without,
And
smashing
these are very
in.
sturdy rocks.
So,
Would you like to know
so
more?
no. But Jean-Duc sent us this way, saying that we might learn something about it and be able to lift the curse. It really seems like he knew we would find this.
Or he sent us this way, get us out of Blunderville.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that his direction to us was multi-pronged. Doesn't seem the sort of man that takes one specific action.
Yeah, maybe he wins if we die to the Banshee. Maybe he wins if we get this. I don't know.
We still haven't figured out what to do with the actual tree.
It's true. The Mimir mentioned something about, what was it, a failsafe that hid the real tree under the dead one? Out of character, I'm vaguely recalling that as something he said. If somebody has better notes than I do.
Well, I mean, it just happened 5 minutes ago.
What
We've
is
gone
the,
through a lot of trauma,
what is
all right,
the question,
Belgid?
Barrett? You would remember something that close.
So the Mimir did talk about the tree
Mhm.
and it being special. And my notes seem to indicate that it mentioned that the dead tree out there that we see is not the real tree? Or did I miswrite that down?
It mentioned that there was some sort of enchantment that,
Yes.
due to the plague, the tree was locked behind some sort of enchantment. You're not sure where the tree is, what the tree is. That could be the tree, but there's...
I thought he said that there was a tree in Coalfield.
Colfeld.
Well, this is
Coalfeld.
That's where we
Coalfeld.
are.
Yeah,
this
sorry.
is just outside of
Okay.
Caulfield, though.
Coalfield.
Wilrick
No,
usually sees a little bit better.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Trell, are there spells that can make things appear to be dead when they're not?
I mean,
Like trees?
there's probably illusion spells, but I don't know any of those. You've been doing illusion spells. It's something like that, but bigger, right?
Yeah, but there's no one
So
around
ma-
to keep the illusion, as far as we know.
I still just say we cut it down.
There are illusions that are essentially permanent, unless dispelled and stuff like that. So there would be ways for there to be a permanent illusion. But
I'm gonna go take a look at the tree again.
As a note, you guys are having this entire conversation inside of a Vistani tomb.
In the mausoleum.
There is a
Yeah.
large stone coffin in front of you. This place is littered with a lot of different papers, notes. There's hanging dried herbs, candles lit.
Well, then maybe we should go through the notes. Velget says, and then picks one up and starts trying to figure out which direction is up.
Runa will hold her hand out to Belgit since they're probably written in Vistani.
I was about to say a doubt it's written in Dwarven. So
what are you looking for in particular, Belgit? You're just perusing the notes.
I'm trying to get the other people better at this to get involved in the activity.
Well, give me a investigation check, Belgit.
Gotcha.
We'll start with you.
See. Because if I'm gonna roll anything here, it would be that. Maybe I would try history, but I mean, I guess I'd have to find something first, right?
No, you're reading the pages, so I'm having you investigate to see if you can find relevant information. Hey, that's pretty good.
Cool, 17.
Yep, give me a second. So what exactly information are you looking for? Just information in general I can give you, but if there's a specific thing...
I would say specifically I'm looking for something to do with the tree, with the caretaker here. I'm just looking for something interesting on either one of those.
You start perusing the notes that were on the other side. So the notes that Runa looked through on the left-hand side of the large stone coffin in the tomb were just a litany of different dates and records of deaths and family tree stuff, yada yada, boring. Who cares about all that? But on the right, next to where the journal was that held the record, which we'll just call a record now. I'll stop calling it a strange black disc.
A cylindrical disc.
Yeah, the Vistani vinyl.
Nice.
Y'all got that on vinyl.
You kind of start going through the papers, and some of them are the Vistani have been kind enough to give diagrams next to their language, and it seems to be like an instruction guide on. Oh, okay. Take skull, insert disc. Got it. There's another one with Runa next to you. You guys can kind of decipher what it says as you're reading it. It basically explains the reasons why they would make a Mimir, and essentially because they're so nomadic, and they tend not to stay in one realm or one plane or one area long enough. They like to leave behind some sort of information for future generations who might stop by here, and future Vistani would hopefully know how to use the Mimir and would be able to talk to it so they could know the dangers and everything the Vistani have found out about the location. They also tend to make the Mimir out of a symbol, someone of their culture that was a symbol of greatness, that achieved a lot in their time. There's also a good list of the specific sect of Vistani that you're dealing with right here, and just kind of mutterings and ramblings about why they chose to settle down. And just some of them were done traveling, and they wanted a place to call a bit more permanent, and they were not very welcomed here. They didn't feel that, but they did end up making a home out of Caulfield for the time being. Most of these entries die out about 10 years ago, by the way, around the time the fire would have occurred. But basically, for your question, any information about the tree that you would want would be in the Mimir.
Okay.
But the Mimir seemed to want us to prove something before it would
fire
talk.
in our hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Passion.
Muéstrame el fuego en tu corazón.
Finding anything helpful?
Nah, not really.
Cool. So
Well, I suppose
we
let's
know that the
pack
tree.
up the notes and take them with us.
So we know
Okay.
that the tree might be the tree, and that's about it. That's great. That's fantastic.
We also know that we need to demonstrate to the Mimir that we care about something, that we have a passion about something. I don't know exactly how to do that.
I don't know how to prove it, but surely we could all tell a tale that would illustrate as such. We've all been through quite a bit.
He said that he needed to bear witness to great events, which
Right.
I took more as that we needed to do great things while we have it with us.
We're not going to do that if we're sitting around here. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what sounds pretty great to me? Going down
Much.
that well.
The wall?
The well.
Bro, he's
Oh,
been,
the well.
he's been obsessed about the well for like 2 weeks now.
I
How
agree.
about-
Perhaps
It's a
lunch and then
stone.
well?
I like
Yeah,
lunch and
let's
then
eat
well,
lunch
and
at
maybe-
the well, then we go down the well.
Certainly.
Runa's gonna-
Lunch at
You know-
the well, then down the well.
I mean, we're already there.
You know,
and then
the big
all that's
tree
going to
here. Though.
happen.
Go ahead.
Worst
that's
that
gonna
happens
happen
is
is
if something
we go
comes
down
out of the
this
well and
well.
it eats lunch with us, and we have less to
Is-
eat, but at least we eat lunch with them, and you know.
They'll
Or
get
you go
enough
down
about
the well and you get
Trell?
hit again, and all that's going to happen is you're going to get hit. I'm going to have you guys. I don't got anything left. All that's happening is you go in and I have to heal your butts, and that's it. And it's getting old, you guys.
I could do this all day, one short rest at a time.
Why don't you stay here,
You can.
Trell?
I'm not staying down here alone.
Would it
So-
be better than having to heal our butts?
Maybe.
Lee, question for you.
Yeah. What?
You tinker a lot. I don't suppose, since we last chatted about this a couple of years ago, it's been some time, you've figured out a way to make some kind of apparatus or item that may be able to assist unable to see in the dark fellow adventurers, something that will assist them in seeing in the dark. Sylvie has the ability to pop up essentially anywhere. Perhaps she could scout for us, but the issue is, more often than not, when we need a scout, it's very dark, which she is not adept in seeing in the dark.
So I don't really have a way of getting someone to see in the dark other than giving them a light, which kind of ruins the stealthy part.
Still nothing yet. Very well. One day.
One day,
I
these
could try to
glasses
be
will have a reason
stealthy.
to be on my face.
And I can see in the dark. I don't know if I can fit down the well.
It's a well.
As
You're
I
not
recall-
obese.
I'm sure you're not
Well,
that
I know,
wide.
but like, I don't know. I don't know what a well really looks like.
You don't know what a well looks like?
Well, no, I know what it looks
Wow,
like, but I
you
don't
were
know that I've
rich.
ever actually
Holy
seen
shit.
one.
She had
There's no
that
wells
nerve
up
How many
to-
here.
wells did we see in Fievel?
If you
No, I
remember,
mean, like,
Runa,
in real life.
you've been down a well
Get a
before.
person. That's true.
You've done it
Thank you for that
before. I believe you
reminder.
could do it again.
She was down a well?
Yeah,
And
in
the windmill.
We all went down the well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah.
We all know
Yeah.
Runa as well.
I guess I forgot that. I forgot that was a well.
Yeah, I did too. To be fair.
Okay.
That is fair.
Anyway, shall we
Anyway.
leave the tomb, have some lunch by the well, and then Runa can lead the expedition down into the well?
Sure,
Do we
let's-
want to
let's just
check
go.
anything else out
Sure.
with this, cemetery and the big tree? Because
Well, you're still in the tomb.
We
yeah,
we
yeah.
can come.
Trell
back.
actually
Before we
starts
leave.
walking up the stairs and is just
How
going
far away
upstairs.
is the the well?
Sylvie's gonna tag along with Trell.
It's back in town, so a bit of a walk, not really far.
Okay. I forgot the
It's like
the
10,
time.
10,
I
15
think it
minutes
was like
back to town.
15
Okay.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Sylvie, you mentioned last session, I just want to bring back up, that you wanted to leave the locket here. That held...
Yes, if we're putting the silver door back up, I would like to leave the locket in the upstairs portion of this.
On the offering table?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So as you guys head back up, Sylvie places the silvered locket, the old tarnished silvered locket, on the offering table that some of you had put money on.
Given that Wilrick decides to leave the money there, even though he had thought about taking it back because
The spirits knew your intention.
you know, sure. Oh yeah, I'm not saying otherwise, but just because
has been
hey,
chained.
this ended up being nice. All right.
Wilrick has been sussed out by the spirits. They know what he's about. Sylvie, as you place it there, just in your own little moment, you feel a nice warm hand. You look and you see it kind of resting on yours. Darker skin, like a nice tanned brown. And
That's not hard.
yeah, you're quite white. But a darker skin as it leads up to a woman with long and wavy brunette hair. She stands in front of you, a beautiful woman, looks like she's in her 30s, and no one else seems to pay her any mind, but as you're leaving the trinket there, she says thank you. And then
I will give her a little head bow and say, rest peacefully.
as you bow your head and come back up, she's gone. But you gain 500 hit points, and you're now level 20.
Hell yeah.
Good for all of us.
So now Big Sylvie can hurt us.
Never mind.
Now
Sylvie's
you're
going down
big
the well.
Sylvie. Can you guys do me a
Trell
favor
is just
and marching
Taking
order
a beeline
yourselves
for the gate. Yeah.
outside? So that it's a two
point-
wide.
Point of
Yes.
It's a too wide. Is
A
Trell in the
point-
front or the back?
I'm just going towards the gate.
Go back to the. You guys are way too far. We're talking exiting. What were you saying, Bear's Point?
point of interest. I know that Trell was immediately leaving as we were talking. Sylvie was right behind Trell.
Mhm.
Were we continuing to talk, or did we leave with them as soon as we saw them leave?
If you want to have another conversation before you leave, sure.
I'm just asking because that might affect
I was specifically
conversations or what.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I was specifically trying to keep up with Trell to kind of question her. Her tone is a little off, if you will.
Yeah, I
So
figure
maybe
like
we're a
she
little
just
bit
left
behind them.
in the middle of you guys talking. She didn't really let you wrap stuff up first.
Stop moving.
Why?
Never.
I asked you for marching order. You put yourselves in marching order, and now I'm stop, kids.
Wait! I thought you wanted us to be in like 2
I'll
deep.
kill you.
so I
I'll
moved
do it
myself
right now. I have the ability.
Anyways.
Bareth would probably
Trell.
be last because he would
Yeah.
pause before leaving, which we can
Yeah,
get to in a
yeah,
minute.
what's up,
Go ahead,
Sylvie?
Sorry.
Sure.
Hold on, before you guys do anything, give me my time. All right. This is your marching order based on what you originally put out. So Trell was walking ahead of everyone else, so she'd be ahead of everyone else. Belgit would probably be close behind. Sylvie chasing after Trell. Wilrick behind Belgit. Rooney, you were a little bit off to the side for some reason, which is fine. That's definitely what you would do. And
You put me
Barrett, you're
there.
taking up the rear in the thing. Okay.
That looks
Um,
right.
Would
Trell, as
Sylvie
you're
just, like,
kind of
like,
walking out
leave?
in a huff, you're not really
Yeah.
paying attention to your locations, your surroundings. Belgit, you're kind of hurrying to keep up. Your short little stubby legs. Well, I guess you're actually the same size, so you're able to keep up pretty
I'm
well.
taller than her.
Yeah, I was about to say Belgin is slightly taller than Trell.
Sylvie,
I'm
you're
faster than both of them.
Sylvie, you were kind of distracted by the ghostly encounter you just had, though it was sweet, and your need to kind of chase after Trell, noticing that something is up. I think at this point you've kind of sussed that out. Wilrick, you're not really paying attention, I'd assume, or you're somewhat talking. Bareth, you were having your own little thing as well, and Runa's trying to think of whether or not she can be sneaky and what a well is. So none of you are really paying attention when Trell, about 20 feet out of the mausoleum, and as you're walking by, you notice at this point finally that there was a woman sitting on the bench that you had not seen previously.
Oh.
What bench?
Oh, the one
That
that's
bench. The bench directly to your right.
Oh.
So honestly,
Does
Trell
she see us?
doesn't even clear any mind.
Okay.
She's just concerned about getting towards the gate. The
Yeah,
rest
you
of y'all,
can
though.
you can keep walking then, Trell. You get another 15 feet if you'd like.
Do we is this woman recognized by any of us? Or me? Asking
Trell,
for me in
now
particular.
that you're rounding the corner around that large tree, you notice another man kind of standing in the graveyard now. This one is something you definitely notice, as it's directly in front of you. The rest of you at this point would have taken pause. Belgit, you can move your character up to 10 feet.
Yeah, well, I definitely don't trust her, so I'm gonna approach her.
Okay, Belgit notices her and starts approaching as he lets Trell kind of wander off on her own. Her head's down, kind of in her lap. She's facing the ground as she sits on the chair. She's wearing an old raggedy, looks like it was a green robe of some sort. But at this point it's kind of tattered and moth-eaten. And her hair is kind of covering her face. She has wispy, blondish white hair.
Okay, I've got my weapons drawn, and I'm just gonna approach and... Hey, what are you doing here, ma'am?
Give me a dexterity save, please.
Dexterity save.
Mm-hmm.
I'm garbage at those. Yeah, I got a 1.
You have a brief moment where you, ma'am, are you okay? type of thing, as she turns to you with a "Rawr!" and jumps at your chest, showing now that half her jaw is actually just missing completely. Eye socket has maggots crawling all within it. Her skin is tattered, her flesh ripped, and you guys are going to roll initiative.
Oh, I don't like that.
If detect magic is still up, I'm curious if I notice anything.
It is not.
It is not still up.
I'm just going to make that call.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's been long enough.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes, right? I mean, I feel like you would have.
Yep. Yeah, that's totally fair. I said it that way for a reason.
But maybe a bit of it is still lingering. Wilrick, because you are first in initiative order.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're not. Never mind.
I'm early because
you are
last tiny glow.
early initiative order. This is going to be a very interesting combat. So do bear with me as our first zombie is going to make an attack with advantage on our lovely Belgit.
Nothing guaranteed though.
It's true, and you are hard to hit. An 18, I don't think that hits.
That is a
And
miss.
that's a good fucking roll too. That was a 15.
Nice.
It does. It's not able to penetrate your armor, Belgit, but you are knocked prone, having not expected the attack. As the zombie is now on top of you, furiously trying to bite at your face now, since it couldn't really get a grab at your chest thanks to your armor. So we are just going to mark you as prone, okay? And prone will be ninja. Ninja egg. That will be what prone
Makes perfect
is.
sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Obviously.
I can just see it now.
At which point you guys hear an absolutely terrifying sound. One that none of you have heard before. Except maybe back in Fievel 2 years ago. You might have heard it in the distance that night. A shriek. A shriek and a laugh combined in one that seems to echo. As a creature comes hurtling through the woods, straight towards you, Sylvie. You're able to turn and see it last second. It is a floating head is the best way to explain it. There's little gaseous sacs that look like a plant-like in nature, floating and kind of coming out of its neck, where its spine and innards would be. And it's kind of being held up with those sacs as it floats towards you. Its mouth opens up and it gives you a bit of a...
Well, good to see you there, Margaret.
and I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Did you say Margaret?
Mm-hmm.
An 11.
You are frightened.
I have advantage
Margaret
against
is-
being
Oh, okay.
frightened.
Oh, yeah. You mean
Oh,
8.
that'll do it.
Oh no!
damn.
You are frightened as this creature seems to speak as if it was a human. One.
I have inspiration. Can I use that?
Yeah. I hope now it's a 5.
So is it 2 more rolls at that point, or is it 1?
Oh, interesting.
Because that would be
Wow.
no. But if you're using inspiration to re-roll, you're re-rolling the check, right? So you
Roll
still
with
have
advantage, right?
Yeah.
No, it's one
Mr.
dice roll.
DM?
It's one
I
dice
mean,
Halfling luck.
to be frank, Sylvie has had an awful day.
No
gone
shit.
down
When you're
twice.
rolling like that, you're rolling like I have so
yeah,
far.
and this
Yeah,
thing is
Sylvie had the
this thing is
no-good,
creepy,
awful, terrible
and
day.
just so everyone knows, it's gonna get worse. As now
boy.
making eye contact with you, Sylvie, it is going to shoot a what looks like a ocular beam from its head. I need you to make another one more wisdom saving throw, please.
You know, he was always my favorite
9.
X-Men as a kid with his ocular beams.
A 9. You are now also charmed. So your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on all attack rolls. You can make a DC save every turn to get out of that. And
Is that
now,
specific to that creature?
yeah, no, to all
Okay.
creatures.
Well, I mean, the speed being halved and all that is
Yes.
specific to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to know the specific ability, it is a dazing ray, which is rules as written does exist.
I believe you.
Yeah. It's just
I
how
was
it works.
just. That's not how regular charm works, so I was just clarifying.
You are charmed until the start of the gazer's next turn. While the target is charmed in this way, its speed is halved and has disadvantage on attack rolls. I didn't make it up. This exists.
I said,
I'm just saying.
I
It's also gonna bite you.
love that. Come at me, bro.
It's not gonna bite you though. While it is able to severely limit your ability to do anything, it lunges out with a
Margaret?
and tries to bite you, but it does not work. As you're able to hold it off, now screaming in terror. But luckily, guys, there are 2 of these things. So, second one is going to now fly towards Wilrick, and as this one comes up, it goes,
Come to bed. Benjamin, come to bed.
and you see the large bloated face of an older woman, maybe in her late 60s. Same exact thing where she has these gaseous sacs underneath her head, propelling her forward. Wisdom saving throw, Wilrick.
Does this count? I have advantage on wisdom saving throws against magic.
They are magical eye rays.
So, yes,
Yes.
advantage. Okay.
They're saying they're not martial eye rays.
Well, I roll.
Doesn't matter. You're also scared
Oh my
shitless.
God, you guys. You guys.
And it's gonna shoot another one. Give me another wisdom save. Luckily you have advantage. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's
Yeah.
no way. There's
Not
no
even
way
God
Sylvie
himself
fails
could
to.
affect you with this effect.
Then Wilrick fails too. Hey, 15.
Hey.
That might be
Hey,
enough.
there
you're
you
able
go,
to you're able to
maybe.
shake off the second attack from this creature, but you are scared. So let me
frightened.
yeah, you are spooky scared.
You already
it-
have peed your pants.
Frightened of that one.
Frightened of everything. Your fear in general.
Okay.
But yeah, of this creature specifically. And now it's gonna bite you. 24.
Let me check my AC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Luckily, I
yeah,
don't have
that
to roll
does
because it just does a flat 3 damage. It's not very strong as it gets into your shoulder and takes a big rip.
This is Benjamin, bedtime.
Takes a fat
Okay.
rip.
Okay, Wilrick, you're up. Not now, because these might be the fastest motherfucking undead
Zombies.
I've ever had in a game, and I
Are they rolling with negatives or?
I believe they do have negatives.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, they have +2 to initiative. But
Oh,
they,
+2, damn.
they're skeletons. They got 21s. 4 21s from these things, which
Wow,
is
wow.
insane. Yeah. Anyway, get fucked, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
That's how you're playing it, yeah.
Skeleton, you hear a big doom as a skeleton bursts through one of the nearby crypts.
Kool-Aid
Looks
Ninja.
around and you hear the bones, rattle me bones, as it turns towards the 2 of you and will run. Ooh, he can do that. He's not interested in the man on the ground. He wants the gnome. He wants the blue boy.
Giving me no mercy.
Gnome mercy as he runs towards you and swings with his short sword and does not hit because that's a 6. You're able to.
Yep.
His joints, not enough calcium, I guess, when he was alive, because his joints kind of stiffen up and ting ting ting. I can't do skeleton sounds.
You need a xylophone for it, I think.
Ding, ding. Spooky and so he misses his first attack, but another skeleton. You hear another door, boom, blow open. As he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here, and he takes aim, pulling out a short bow. It takes time to notch it, reel it back, and fire upon the wonderful Miss Kendry. For a 16 to hit. I know that's gonna hit.
Sure does.
Runa, a arrow pierces your left shoulder for 7 damage.
Okie dokie. Ow.
Ow.
And finally, you guys, Wheelwork can go.
All
Boy,
right.
I'm glad you get to go with your 19.
Yeah,
Jeez.
finally. After everything else.
Make it count.
So I will.
Simply die.
Yeah. Yep. I will sit there and die. I will take a shot at the one that I assume Wilrick has an impression that Sylvie was charmed or is under some effect from that one.
You're feeling it, and you were able to resist one. I think because you were able
Sure.
to resist, you're able to be like, oh shit, there's something here, yeah.
Sure. So I'll attack the one that seemed to affect Sylvie.
Okay, what are you doing?
Attacking with Firebolt, 13 to hit.
That does hit. They're not hard to hit.
All right. And that does a whopping 1 damage. Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
We're gonna get him, you guys.
But it actually does 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. a little bit extra. Just you see
Noted.
one of the bits of plant matter on it kind of burn off.
Okay. And Homunky also takes a shot at it.
Okay.
With a 14 to hit
That'll hit.
and does 4 damage.
Okay. Another bit of the skull is blasted off, a cheek just now completely missing. And from the inside, you can see what looks like weird worm-like tendrils kind of trying to grasp at the flesh that was just ripped off Sylvie as it stands hanging in there, locked in eye line, or in locked eye contact with you. There we go.
Just a quick check. Is there any concentration checks that would be warranted there?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, that's fine.
But
That's fine.
I believe you can save against. Oh no, you're frightened till the thing's turn. I'm sorry. You're scared forever.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Reroll that firebolt again. You're frightened and you didn't do disadvantage.
So frightened usually is only
A frightened
against the
creature
one
has
that-
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Okay.
It's
So-
directly in front of you.
Okay. Sure. Oh, that's right. It's
Mhm.
it's not. It's all of them. So you want me just to roll the
Yep,
second?
roll firebolt one more
half of
time
it.
for me.
Okay. That one also would have hit.
Okay.
So
yep, all good.
Good.
we're good.
Good.
And Homunky has no fear.
Yeah. Of course.
It's like Daredevil in that way.
He knows only
Yeah.
death.
Yeah, he
and
knows.
Children without fear.
And that's it. Other than Flavorly taking a defensive stance.
I like that your defensive stance is your fingernails in your mouth, you're biting them, and your knees are shaking.
By putting my fingernails in my mouth, my shield's up. And stuff.
Barrett, you're up. Trell, you're on deck.
Bareth is still in the room that had the rows of
Yeah, the room where it happened. Yeah.
bodies.
Wait, you're still all the way down
sort of-
there?
Yeah, I mentioned Bareth was hanging back to do something, and then I waited.
Good
Trell also
waiting.
mentioned they ran out, so this does make sense. Good job, not metagaming. What does Barrett do? You would have heard the screams at the very least. Two people got frightened. There would be screaming.
I will assume that the screaming happens at the end of this. But basically he stops at the hole.
Mhm.
of Arthur and says, "Well, it seems as though we found a place that you could rest a while, but if you're still up for accompanying the journey, seems there's more to unravel of what's going on in the wood. Your help could prove quite useful."
Give me a wisdom check, Earth.
$16 or $14, excuse me. Sorry.
Liar.
Check, not save. Check, not save. Check, not save.
Yeah, check.
14.
Interesting. You feel the presence of Arthur standing in front of you, even though there's nothing there. It's just a empty tomb at this point. His body was never buried, but his spirit has chosen to rest here. And he says, "You, my son, already have a passenger. Should that change, I would like to see more of the world." And now, I want you to roll a con save for me. As you feel a urge within your body trying to escape.
$20.
Wonderful. You're able to, it almost feels like something's trying to pop out from inside you. This is hard to say without laughing. You resist the urge to pop that pussy. But no, you feel like a welling of energy, power within you that you're able to sustain. And Arthur finishes his sentence. He says, "Be careful with that one, Berith." And you see him slowly fade back into his hole. My hole! Dur, 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 dur.
Oh no. Don't, you'll turn into a stringy thing.
This is such a dumb thing to bring up. I'm so sorry. I'm wasting time. But there was a follow-up comic to that of that thing playing basketball. It was the funniest fucking Anyway,
so after that, I assume that's when I hear.
Then you hear the Sylvie, can we get a scream? Is that asking too much? Sylvie's dead IRL.
So, I'll just, hearing that, Berith would then start running as quickly as he could to the exit.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume it'll take him a little bit to get there.
Yep. So we'll say,
as I'm not sure what the distances are exactly, but I assume it'll be at least around.
Free action
how tall
to
is the ceiling.
Free action to talk to Arthur. Full movement and dash, and you're now at the front. Right.
Okay. Cool.
Good turn. I want you to know that this does not give me any pleasure. Okay.
Says someone before they gain immense pleasure.
Oh,
I want you to know this does not give me any pleasure. No.
you said
Why are you
I'm
smiling?
Smiling.
Another thing in here.
No part of me wants to do this. Okay.
I was on deck. Not that.
Runa, your shadow senses tingle as from the peripheral vision from your periphery. That's a word. From your periphery.
On the periphery plane.
You notice that one of the shadows on the ground is actually moving towards you.
Oh.
As it dashes
Shadows, I trusted you.
straight towards you. It's going to make an attack and seemingly try to grab at your shadow and then you. And as it does so, it actually starts to drag your shadow off your body. Yes. I mean, oh no.
Phew.
It does manage to start to drag and tear your shadow apart, almost at like the seams.
What
And
was
as it
the
does so,
number?
16. As it does so,
Okay, well, if Runa casts shield, then that does
you
not hit.
can cast
which I would
shield.
like her to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good.
He had it ready.
I didn't know where to. I didn't know where to jump in when I don't have it ready. I'm sorry.
As it starts pulling your shadow apart, and you were able to throw up your hand with a shieldess or whatever the fuck, Bearth.
Fuck off. Yeah.
And
Ancient rune of fuck off.
the shield blows it backwards, and it slinks back into the shadow where it once was.
Is it still visible?
You will need a perception check of 15 or higher to be able to see it.
Me?
Passive is not there.
Any of you.
Okay.
Yeah, except for
Well,
Trell.
Runa's
But
going to
Trell's
be
nowhere
looking
near
for it.
Yeah.
Uzi, what's it? What are we doing?
Nailed
about
it. Can I see it?
Trell, you're up, and Sylvia, you're on deck.
All right, so
You can't roll
At
not on your
hearing all
turn, Runa,
the-
that doesn't count.
and hearing all of the
Oh, I thought we were all
commotion
supposed to roll perception. Sorry.
Nope.
hearing all the commotion from behind her, Trell's going to turn around, see what the fuck just happened over there, and is going to move back over, activating my Halo of Spores, or my symbiotic entity as I do. So, like,
Nice.
essentially, kind of like the black mold spores that came when she casted the healing on you, Runa, surrounds her in like a 10-foot area. It's mostly settled low to the ground. And I gain 12 temporary HP. And on
Hold on.
Yes.
Go back.
Where was I? Like here, I think?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. As you attempt to move, one of the branches from the tree flies forward towards your leg and attempts to grab it. Give me a dexterity save.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Welcome to hell, motherfuckers. Halloween.
17, motherfuckers.
Good. You ever see Evil Dead?
Uh-huh.
Well, maybe not the best description of a tree.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's...
Yeah. You ever see...
Yeah, that's not...
What other evil trees were there?
The only thing I can think
You ever
of
see
is
Harry
fucking
Potter? There we go, yeah.
Yeah.
So do I get to move safely?
Yeah, it goes for your leg, but you're able to, whoa, just in time,
Ooh.
dodge out of the way, and now you can move.
And I'm going to move there. And meanwhile, I do not have an action to make an attack. However, on that skull that's in front of me, on its next turn, I will be using my reaction, if I'm able to use Halo of Spores.
Okay.
So when it starts this next turn, let me know.
Got it. Do any of them take damage right now?
Right now, no,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Only
not.
when your turn starts, or their turn starts?
When their turn starts, before they do anything else, they have to make a saving throw.
Got it. Just remind me if I forget, okay?
Yep.
All right, good move. Sylvie, you're up, and Runa, you're on deck.
All right, so with this charmed effect on me, is it the standard charmed condition on top of the other things that you said?
We'll say
Or is
this
it just
version
the
of
other
Charmed
things?
works the way I described it.
Okay, great. So I would like to attack with disadvantage the creature that has these effects upon me.
Right. You are frightened of that creature as well.
Yes, I am frightened of that creature, but that just means I can't move closer to that creature. He's within 5 feet of me.
I'm going to say that's double disadvantage on that creature, which disadvantage can't stack, but because you're frightened of the creature, you can't willingly move towards it. Also, since you're in its line of sight, you have disadvantage because of that.
Right.
And you also have disadvantage because of the charmed effect on you. I'm not I've never had someone have double disadvantage.
Disadvantage and advantage are totally binary. If you have 1,000,000 advantages, it's 1 advantage. If you have 1,000,000 disadvantages, it's 1 disadvantage.
Yeah.
If you have 1,000,000 one way and 1 the other way, it's middle.
The way I'm
Well, I think
trying
the
to
big
play
thing
this,
with Charmed though is
Like
you just
offsetting
can't attack
penalties
who
in the
charmed you.
NFL.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying
Right,
to
that's
get
why
at.
I clarified the charmed condition.
Yeah,
in
I'm
the
gonna
first
say
place.
just due to the nature of this creature, you cannot attack it directly.
You're within 5 feet of another one though.
Yeah, I'll attack the other one then.
Mhm.
At disadvantage.
Yes.
Because it's still in my line of sight. Swing.
Swing as your staff.
Also, you could just close your eyes, in which case you'd
I
have
got a nat
disadvantage
20
from
and a
that.
9.
Unfortunately, a 9 does not hit.
Oh,
You're just a
alright.
bit too fucked up.
oh, a 20 and a 4.
A bit,
Oh,
yeah.
Swings and misses and
As-
falls back a little bit, shakes her head a little bit, and comes
As you
back
miss-
again with a punch.
As you miss, it turns its head and laughs at you with a. Give it a punch.
Fuck yeah, an 18 and a 19.
Oh, she didn't.
bitches.
She didn't like the laughing.
aiming calibrated.
About to shut this motherfucker up. Well,
That's a whopping 4 bludgeoning damage.
as it laughs at you with
That's
that. As you punch it, and it kind of floats backwards for a bit.
And that is my entire turn.
Okay. Wonderful. Great job. 4 damage. Crazy. Runa, you're up. You're almost dead.
So good.
Yeah. So bonus action first. Runa is going. Bareth is within 5 feet of me, correct?
Yeah.
He's actually where he is on the screen.
Mhm.
Runa's going to take off her Spare the Dying ring and give it to Bareth.
Oh, I see what you're
Then-
doing. Yeah, I'll let you bonus action take it off and chuck it to him.
Yeah.
Barris, roll to catch it because she's throwing it. Dex with advantage.
Boy.
So you guys are working together for this one.
All right. Oh, advantage.
Runa already in her head that she's dying.
Yep.
I'm dying.
Advantage. Very little help. 11.
It kind of, you juggle it in the air a couple times, but you're able to grab it. And you notice she's throwing at you the ring.
Question.
Because
Mhm.
Bareth
Does the ring
knows what
need
it
to
is.
be
No,
okay.
tuned. No,
Nope. Just
it's a cantrip ring. I'm not
because
gonna
I might
get
not be
into
able to use it.
Just making sure,
Uh,
because otherwise it's kind of
I'll
like,
keep the faith.
oh, this is
Right.
nice.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
I can
thanks.
use
Yeah.
that in like an hour.
Yeah.
I'll pawn that
Oh,
after you're
go
dead.
steady now, huh?
Hopefully you don't have to use it at all and you could just give it back to me. But so then Runa's gonna take her gonna take 1 movement forward towards
How many spell slots do you have left, Runa?
0. So Runa's going melee. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. So so
How
Runa
many
will draw
meta magics
her-
have you used?
I don't think she's used any
No.
sorcery points.
You can use sorcery points to cast 1 spell, just to remind you that.
Yes.
Caw.
But we're going to the well after this, so I don't know what to do.
Well,
Do not
that may
plan-
depend on how
Well-
well this goes.
This is like a tip for anyone playing D&D ever. Do not plan
Plans
for the
change.
fight that you don't know is happening yet.
Yeah.
Plan for the fight that you're in. Always.
Yep. Yeah, no. Planning to go to the well went to shit the second we rolled initiative.
All right.
Now we're
Okay.
focused on this one.
Okay. Okay.
So spend
I
what you
can't
got to spend.
I can't undo how I moved. So if I don't attack that guy, then he's just gonna hit me and I'll die anyway. So Runa's gonna draw her rapier and make a melee attack on this skeleton dude.
Yep.
Which
The
I
skeleton
do
or the
with
skull?
know this skeleton.
Okay, yep. Should be a plus something to hit. Yeah, there you go.
9? Nope. Probably not.
Nope. Sorry. It goes
Got
straight to
any
the bones.
Inspiration?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a great
Oh, yeah,
stab
I
in the
do have
ribs. Unfortunately, they're
inspiration.
between the ribs.
Don't waste
And that doesn't work.
inspiration.
I'm gonna-
Don't waste inspiration on a rapier stab. Trust me.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
You'll need it for
okay.
much more important things.
If I don't die.
You'll need it to not die.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Okay,
that also,
sounds good.
that also is something you
Runa-
can use it for.
Don't waste an
Oh, okay.
inspiration on a 1d8.
I don't know. All right. Okay. Well, I stab at him. It doesn't work. I
Yeah,
can't
and
do
your
anything else.
cantrips aren't useless either.
I
know.
want to make a statement really quick as a DM. I will sometimes lower the difficulty of encounters when people are doing badly, which I feel like is happening here. And I just want you guys to know that when and if you succeed this, I did not pull any punches. As Trell, you would notice it in the distance. I don't think anyone else would. So the rest of you do not know this is here. You see a scurrying, a skittering of creatures running along the leaves on the ground, making them move. And when they start to get a bit closer, they begin to coalesce. When they kind of stand up, and there is now this figure that looks kind of like No Face from Spirited Away in shape. Just this long, cylindrical, domed creature standing there. All of its
Cylinders are
it
really
looks
getting
like
the
it's-
best of us today.
Yeah, it looks like its body is constantly writhing and moving, with a single mask on its face. Looks to be, from what you can see, it's like old rotted something. But there's a wooden face there that seems to be winking at you, Trell.
I'm absolutely gonna go.
That just made me jump so bad.
Yeah, that would have scared my wife 100%.
I don't like that at all.
It starts moving through and heading closer to you guys. Okay, and then, oh fuck, guys.
Did we blow our entire guest star budget in this one episode?
I'm thinking about things. Don't worry. Out of the ground, zombies start to pull themselves up, and will use their action to stand up, and then they will use their movement to slowly get closer to you guys. Belgit, your turn.
Wow, I'm glad I rolled so high on initiative. I want to spend half my movement to stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't plan on moving, so that's just free real estate, baby. And after I clear my ninja egg status here, I'm gonna swing at the zombie
Okay.
with my. Yeah, we're gonna go with the returning hand